So I thought I should probably give an update given that we've just got so many flowers blooming. I'm not going to mention the roses multiple times because that will get tedious, but the fact of the matter is they're blooming everywhere. So I will sort of stop and show you them, but I'm not going to talk about them because you can tell that they're pretty myself. But the fact that we have so many on the property and they're going nuts. And I love pruning roses. I don't know why. It's my weird fetish. So I've got seed. As you can see, we've got a range sort of popping up at various stages of growth. We did try and get them going prior in winter, and then I left them with Tobias, but when he came down to see the shows at La Mama, unfortunately some of them didn't survive so well. Nonetheless, so I am in the process of planting for spring. There's quite a few things that I've done. I planted out, and it's meant to be, if I can get a good angle, it's meant to be good for like flies and ants, and apparently if you crush like the leaves, then it can be a deterrent. So we might try and do that, but I want to get quite a lot because there's these two and then there's like one in a pot further down, and I'm hoping if I can get them big enough then I'll be able to try that home remedy, because we get quite a lot of flies here. And then this little patch, like this garden patch here, which it's very hard to see with the sun, this whole patch I'm hoping just to put, because it's a crappy spot, so I'm hoping to put like flowers, like I've got those freesias there, and then potentially some pumpkin, and I've got sunflowers in that little dirt strip just there. So I'm hoping that maybe that will pop. This is our new family member, Zeph, who is keeping me well entertained in the backyard. Hey Zeph, hey, how you doing? And the garden is just going nuts. So, herb garden. I've put in chamomile because I love chamomile and I make my own chamomile tea, and as you can see that's lemon balm. So this stuff apparently is really good for this. You can make tea out of this and it's good for depression, etc. But it's going nuts, so I really probably should prune and start making, maybe A, drying some, and B, actually making some tea. And then we've got the mint. The mint's going nuts here, but further up, like where the drain's coming down, it's not doing so well. But I think it's because so much of the soil got washed away because of the fact that it's on like that downpipe. So I may need to get some like stuff there for it to go. This is the rose that over a period of time I pruned back and then like try to make it go across there, and it actually works really well in this little patch here, which we've got like Tobias's workout bench and random stuff, but actually in the sun this would be a better spot to sit than over here because it actually provides some shade. So I'm thinking I might, I don't know, get some things happening. I'll just do a quick tour of just up here and how much things are going crazy in terms of like the blooms. This one is nuts. Look at that. I keep saying nuts. Wish we had nuts, but we don't have nuts. Then I planted in this section in here some lilacs off the other lilac tree, which is over the other side. And it was sending off shoots and they've survived. There's also mint in there, and there's also that sticky weed that I've got to pull out that actually was the whole way along. Oh, there's some more in there. It was the whole way along here, and I've done a hell of a lot of weeding. I've spent a lot of time in the garden, mostly because I needed like I needed just to chill out. I needed to not talk to people and do thinky stuff. Like I needed to just be in the garden essentially, and this is sort of my happy place. Anyhow, wisteria is coming back. So basically, the best angle actually is over here, right? So you can actually see how much I chopped down on the left hand side there, and then on the right is where I didn't get to, although yeah, it's not as noticeable now with all the foliage coming in. So there's a lot more to happen. However, I did manage to catch the blossoms when I got back, which was really nice. I've managed to get into the fig a little bit, but because the dog is so aggressive on the fence, I have to ask them to take the dog in. And of course there's figs coming up, so I don't want to prune it back too much at this point. That ornamental grape that's going along the shed there, I thought I'd killed that, but clearly I did not. This is an experiment. I've got cardboard underneath, and basically I just put flower seeds in there. I only did this recently, so I can't imagine much is coming up. I did manage to see, oh, here we go. There's a couple of little, I don't know if you can see that, just a couple of little ones coming up. And these guys, I think they're hollyhocks. And they were just planted from seed, which is really exciting. Lavender is just nuts for bees. And then I love irises, like it's probably my favourite flower. A little bit of frost protection against the... so they're coming up along there. I'm hoping I might get some other colours. I did notice that somebody had some ones in their garden somewhere nearby. And look, I may be even cheeky enough to go and say, hey, I notice you've got some red irises. Can I have some? This is our wedding arch. So I put it in here because because this little fella decides to jump onto the garden, and we needed something to keep him away. So what I'm slowly doing is trying to recycle, and so that's some wire that I salvaged from over in the chicken pen, and we probably will buy some. Oh, he wants that string. The strawberries, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Aside from the fact that they just look awesome, and I know that I'm just trying to get the string for Zeph. So here we go. There's our first strawberry coming in. Yay! We've got heaps growing. They've just got to ripen, but they're doing really well here. And so is that kale. That kale just loves whatever's going on in this. I planted parsnip, carrot, parsnip, leek, I think. I'm not sure if I've got anything there actually. Beetroot probably. And beetroot here, although there's a cheeky little thing popping up there that is not beetroot. And then yesterday I did spring onion with Beatrice and some lettuce, which I've also got here, because I remember how I mentioned I was going to do this, like the raised garden beds here, and then I was going to do pots in the middle. And so I've begun that. I need more wood chip in order to be able to suppress everything here. Although I'm kind of dabbling with the idea of potentially the white rocks that I'm collecting from underneath the arbor thingy, because if I leave them there, then more leaves just fall on top, and that's it's really hard to sweep and clean. And so even last night when I was going to sleep, I thought I could pave under there to make that somewhat usable, and then use the rocks, I don't know, like maybe as as like a through line through here, and then having like all the bark around the other area. I don't know. Anyway, any good ideas about how to use white stones effectively, then that would be useful. And this is something else that I thought I had killed, and I did not. Yay! This is an actual grape, edible. And along here, this branch is clearly dead, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. But all of there. And then once again, I had thought I killed the bottle brush. Samantha, you'll be happy to know that I did not. Or we did not, because you're part of this endeavour. As you can see, it's just budding in various places, which is really cool, because that means, I don't know if I can get the angle on that one properly, but up there as well, which means that hopefully it will bush rather than a scrambly, rambly tree that doesn't do much. I picked so many lemons, the basket's inside, but it's incredible that this little lemon, it's a tiny lemon tree, and yet it just produces so many lemons. And so I'm going to make lemon cake, lemon tarts, all that kind of stuff. But you can see all the buds. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. All the buds for more, which is exciting. Obviously I'd put my fence in, but I think I showed you that last time. Yeah, that's pretty much. And 10 minutes, I am not getting shorter, am I? Anyhow, enjoy. I look forward to hearing from you all and having some visits at some point. See yous.